You got Colby, Nomad Running, right?
Yep, Nomad Running Company. Living in my van.
Living in the van, living the Boulder dream.
Yeah, Boulder
Training for Grandma's Marathon.
Yes, sir.
OTQ.
Yes, sir. Coming soon.
Nice. Let's do this run. Noah Jotty, Roots Running. He's run a 61 half marathon, 61 minutes?
61:48 in New York.
Oh yeah. And what's your 10K PR?
28:07 last year at Peyton.
You ran the Olympic trials in Roca.
Yep, I was dead last at the Olympic trials in 2016.
Nice.
Maybe we'll improve next year.
Yeah, 61 half though. No joke there. Fast guy.
Hello, ultra runners of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
We met a long time ago.
Okay, nice to see you. Yeah.
Everything they're doing, but at the run right now, we've got a 5K or 10K route. Gabby is leading the 10K. Where's Gabby? Over there. And Mark Platchis is leading the 5K lead. Is that right? Woo! So we'll head outside, take a photo. Send you ahead the course, and then come back and we'll have pizza, drinks, everything else. We'll do a fun kind of with you guys. So thanks for being here, and let's go have a good run.
Yeah.
Back up. I'm joining the breakaway. I'm following Chase to the breakaway. Hey, man, he connects. We're not doing group 2 anymore.
No separation. Don't want to be in no man's land.
Friday is Bridge Gas. He's officially in group 1. Wake up!
Back up. All right, here at Jeff Thies. Went to University of Portland.
Yeah, go Pilots.
You've run some really fast times on the track. What do you run?
I've run 3:40 and 13:44.
13:44 5K. Nice, awesome. Join the group run here. Your
it's
teammates.
great.
Yeah.
Love the support. Everyone out. We got a huge group.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get some miles in after work.
Definitely.
Never a bad thing.
Yeah. Doing a lot of track races this spring. Pacing, 5K racing.
Helping out some guys. Just you know, trying to get a US standard. You're ready. Just keep making my way up the ranks.
Nice, awesome work. It's inspiring to follow you guys. Wish I had that kind of track speed. What's your name?
Josh.
Josh. You just graduated?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Feels good. Go Bears.
Runs the 5K, 10K.
Yeah.
You're in Boulder training, and you just cracked 15 or 5K?
Yeah,
Big barrier there.
for sure.
Nice.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. Awesome group run out here in Boulder. You got Colby.
All right, if you don't know Tinman Lee's been around for the third year, right?
No, this is actually just finished our first.
First year. I thought it was 2017 the idea came together.
Yeah, that was correct.
Okay, in theory, the first year. Right, so a bunch of guys from around the country came here to Boulder, which is obviously a good thing to do, and a lot of people have done that. But they have this cool centralized team that has obviously this great kind of camaraderie and like this social media presence and all this action. But they also train really hard, a lot of positivity. I guess maybe tell us what Tinman's all about.
Yeah, so to your point, we kind of were founded in fall of 2017. Initially, it was just Drew and I got linked together, and Sam reached out, and all of a sudden we had 3 guys. I knew Tyler through a fellow Drake alumni who we'd been training with in Madison, so we linked up with him, and then got a couple more guys and decided to go out for Club Cross Country Championships in 2017. We went in as dark horses and won the thing. So all of a sudden we're like, all right, well, let's try and do this the right way and truly build something. So in March of last year, Sam and I sat down and cranked out a website and created an Instagram profile and just started sharing what we were doing. It was nothing special. Really just wanted to like give people insight into what we were trying to do, and if people latched on to it, great. And pretty immediately we started finding that people were looking for something young and exciting and new in the sport, that we could kind of fill that void. And then our kind of freshman year culminated last year at the Outdoor Track Championships. Drew made the final in 15, ran lights out. Sam finished 8th in the 5K, and then I took home 4th in 10. And Tyler finished 17th in 10. So all 4 of us made USA's our first year, and then we were fortunate to have a lot of guys reach out to us that were graduating from college, and we brought in a bunch of new talented guys who we're really excited about. Many of them are sitting amongst you now. And then yeah, this year's really taken off, and we're just continuing to keep the ball rolling, if you will.
It seems like you guys are like a college team. I mean, a lot of people here, ran college. In college, it's like these, goofy guys hanging out, running, and doing stupid stuff. It seems like that's what you guys are, right? Like this team of former college guys still living out your college life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have so 5 of us live together in one house, and then there's 4 other guys who live in a house half a mile away from us now. So I really think it is kind of like it has that college, and I never got that.
Right.
So these guys tell me that's what a college atmosphere is.
Because Drew went pro after high school, sub 4 mile high school, and one of the first guys ever to go pro right out of high school, right?
Yeah, and so this was, I always envisioned kind of starting my pro career and having a group of guys and a team to kind of like work with and strive for the highest level of the sport. But having Sam and Reed really buy into that, and then help me build this, and then also like adding in 5 guys after our first year, it's been really, really cool. And I really do think it is kind of like Reed said, like our freshman year at outdoor, like this is now like our sophomore year, and some of the other guys' teams freshman year. So it's been really special, and I think that's why we have been successful, is because we care so much about each other. It would suck training with people that you don't like, and I'm very fortunate where I love all these guys.
We just have
What we're seeing a reaction to is, to your point, a much needed gap in our sport between the elites and the high schoolers, the hobby joggers, the Boston qualifiers, the people who are not the 0.01%. And that's something we've really been able to get our finger on the pulse of and tap into, and make content and make stories that people are easily relating to, even though we're still competing under those upper echelons of the sport.
We don't want to just go to a race and run fast. That's one piece of it. We train hard and we go there, but if we can go to a race and there's one kid there that sees us race a certain way, or sees us interact with our competitors a certain way, if we can even reach out and shake that kid's hand and make that connection, That's the real PR. That's the real personal best that day. Is that right there? Is that inspiring that next generation and doing whatever we can in that regard.
I don't think so. A lot of OTC guys have done that, right? And I'm not dissing OTC, but like those guys are, you're walking around in whatever their gear is, and it's like they're pretty straightforward. But you guys,
right, and that was the thing that I think a lot of us experienced was we would be at these meets also, and it's like, man, the only thing I wanted to do was to meet Alan Culpepper or Matt Camp or whoever, but they were, and it's not a fault on them, they're so dialed in that there was never a time or a place for that. And that's why doing events like this, and we hope this can be a routine for us, that we have those opportunities where we go to races, that we also have a community run after the race for whoever can come, that we can spend the time together and create those connections.
that's great. Reaching out, yeah.
Yeah, we never want anyone after a race to come up to us and think that they can't just talk to us.
It is always one step. You always want to finish a workout and be able to say, I can do one more rep. Like, I want to run that 28 last 200 so bad, you know what I mean? Because I feel so great, you know what I mean? Coach Schwartz never lets us do that. That's something that we do not do. We do not test ourselves on that last holy grail rep that we get to write on Strava and be like, look at me. We don't get that rep, like that's not something that we get to do. And that's also just the nature of his training being more fartlek based, more time based, more 20-second reps.
There's no glory workouts.
Yeah, there's no glory workouts, and that's something where you have to totally trust in his system and in training and trusting each other that we're doing the right things. Because if you need to have that shiny 440 last mile and rep or whatever it may be to legitimize that you're going to crush this next race, then running under our system probably won't work out for you too well, because you really need to trust that you are ready to race.
So you're working hard, but you're consistent more than anything else, yeah?
Yeah, and that's where the keep the ball rolling is our team mantra comes from, is that it is much more important to feel good 7 days out of the week than feel trashed 3 days. And that was something that happened to me in college, I think, was I always felt like I needed to take a day off on that Sunday. And we were actually just talking about that today on the long run. And that's no knock on my college coach or anything. So much gets done in college, in schools, social life, whatever it may be. But I always felt like I needed to take a day off in a week. And now that easy day is 7:45, 7:30 pace, and that's what I need to keep the ball rolling for that next workout.
Question for these guys.
I got a question. So a lot of people think Tinman, the training philosophy, the term critical velocity comes to mind. What would Tom Schwartz say about that? I mean, I've been reading the lectern boards for 15 years. He was talking about it like 15 years ago. A lot of like intervals at 10K to 12K type of race pace, fartleks or kilometer repeats. Would he say that he coined that term, or is it something that's...
CV's a cycling term that he then opted into running.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the same range that we target in running. That is basically the same effort in cycling. So it's that kind of the golden rule of pace, if you will. You're touching a variety of different systems. It's at kind of the tipping point between threshold and VO2 max, where you're able to get a variety of like different muscle systems working without overworking any one system. So, yeah.
I just think it's
it's
just the number one training pace that we train at. Like people have tempo runs, threshold, whatever. Like we do a lot of intervals at CV pace, which is technically 30 minutes to 34 minute like race. Like if you were to run all out for 30 to 34 minutes, that's what critical velocity is. And so we do lots of 1K, 1200s, even miles at that pace, and that's basically once a week we're doing something like that. Tomorrow we've got 1200s. So yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Question? Noah, you got a question?
I got one now. So like running community is really important to me, and we've kind of touched on it a little bit about like what makes Boulder special and the innumerable ways that Boulder is better than Flagstaff, for example. But I've been here going on 4 years now, and I've definitely seen like a pretty dramatic shift from like a pretty fractured group environment to a community that's kind of starting to come back together. And you guys are a little bit newer in Boulder. And so just in your opinions, like what are we doing right? Like what can we do better to, just like make this community a little more cohesive?
I mean, Flagstaff has the bagel run, right? So that's pretty cool.
Flagstaff has nothing.
I think things like this are huge. You know, the fact that I was able to go for an easy run with you this morning, and along the way, instead of it not being like this, you know, aura of perceived superiority or like coolness, that
You weren't sensing that?
you weren't like, no, you were able to be like, hey man, I'm gonna come to your event tonight. Like that's a cool thing for me to do, and I feel like a lot of times in our sport, especially at the elite levels, there's this aura of like you don't want to be the guy who recognizes somebody else first and goes up to them and be like, hey, you're blank blank. I'm Reed Fisher. Pleasure to meet you. You don't have to approach you because you feel like, oh, like I have these credentials that make me just as good, if not better, than this guy. He should come up to me. So I think approachability is a big thing, and that's something that we try and do, and that's something I've seen you do very well. And then I think having places like this to meet and gather and kind of break bread and kind of facilitate that communion and community is huge. So huge kudos to Mark for putting this place together.